for the sake of argument here, I'm just going to put intermediate 2. Okay, so I want to apologise first for not posting in the last couple of days. I've had some family emergency going on with my uncle. My prayers go out to him. He's 90 years old, God bless him, and he's just having a bit of a tough time right now. So hopefully he will recover and get back on his feet. But that's all I can do is hope and pray for him. So anyway, so I digress, and let's get back to what I'm going to talk about today. So as you know, I'm learning Spanish, and one of the things I do when I was learning French was to import articles that I really love, things I love to read about, because I love reading. So a great thing you can do is import articles from, say, Wikipedia, or articles you find online and you want to read them later on. You can actually copy and paste them into Lingq and only use them for yourself. You can't post it to the public. It's only for your own use. And so I'm going to show you an article I'm reading about Mexico in Spanish, and I'll show you how to import it from Wikipedia to Lingq. Now, this is just text. I can actually take that text and also convert it, and I'll show you how to do that another time. Convert it to speech and add that into Lingq also. But today, for the sake of time, I'm going to show you how to add some text to Lingq, so you can actually do some reading, especially on your phone. So let me just do that for you. 1 second. So here we are in Wikipedia, and I've looked up about Mexico. So for the sake of time, I'm actually going to just take a couple of paragraphs here and convert them over to Lingq. So okay, so I'm going to take these first 2 paragraphs right here, okay, and highlight them. For some reason it's really slow today. There we go. And I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to go back over to Lingq. It's just really slow today, not responding. Okay, so now we're back over to Lingq, and I'm going to add the import right here. Press on import a lesson. So now that's open, I'm going to add a title to it. So I'm going to call it Mexico. And then I'm going to add it to a course. Now I've already got a course set up called Mexico, so I'm going to select that one and then add. I can also add an image here. I do have an image that I downloaded, so I'm going to click on this image right here, select a file, go into my pictures here, and I believe it's under saved pictures here, Mexican flag. I can click on that, and I can just add that. Okay, so there's the Mexican flag added to it, and it's in the Spanish. And what level is it? I can even put on a seat here. It says private right here. Make sure you keep it in private. So the level right here, it's not a beginner, it's probably more advanced, but for the sake of argument here, I'm just going to put intermediate 2 and then input the text. So now I've copied the text from the other page from Wikipedia. I'm going to click on here, so it says import text right here, where you can see my arrow flashing, and click on the V to paste it. Now this camera thing is it's sitting right here for some reason, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, that's gone. Okay, and I can also get rid of some of this right here, so I don't need any of that. Just these notes, I can do that too. Get rid of that, and I've put the text in there, so now I can click on save and generate. And if I had an audio file, I would just click on audio file and add it. So I'm going to save it and generate the class. So I'll click on here to save. Lesson successfully saved. So that's that done. And when the whirly bird finishes, it should give me an opportunity to open it up and read the article. So now I'm going to view my lesson. So I'll click on view lesson, and there it should be any moment now. And there it is. So that's basically it. There is an auto-generate here for audio, but it just sounds so generic, and I don't believe it's kind of fast too. So let's listen to it really quick so you get an idea.
México, cuyo nombre oficial es Estados Unidos Mexicanos, 13141516, es un país soberano ubicado en la parte meridional de América del Norte. Su capital y ciudad más poblada es la Ciudad de México.
Okay, so that's basically what you hear from there. Now I'm going to show you another way later on, and maybe a couple of lessons from now, how to take this article right here and then convert it to audio from an app that I have called Talkia, and just show you an easier way of transferring it over to a voice that's more palatable and more enjoyable to listen to. So that's basically it. What I've done is transferred it over, and you can see these blue letters right here, the words in blue. That means I've not come across those yet. If they're in, so these words I've not come across. So I can click on Mexico right here, but I know it's Mexico, so I know what the meaning is. So I'm going to hit the check mark here, and it's going to turn to white. So cuyo, I don't know what cuyo is, so I'm going to click on cuyo, and it's whose. So I don't know what that is, so I will actually click on the arrow down there and put on here that it's a new word to me, and it changes to yellow. That means it's a word that I do not know. I've come across it now, and then if that word comes up again in any article from any article that I download, it will highlight it in yellow to say that I've come across this word before and I still don't understand the meaning. Anything in white means that I do know I've encountered it and I do know what the word means. So in this official, and that is obviously a word that I do know too, so I can actually click on there and it says official, so I can click on known and it will turn to white. Now when I go over to the next page, if I read all of this and then I think, okay, instead of just keep pressing on everything that's blue and turning it to white, if I know it, I just have to read it, move over to the next page, and then as you move it over to the next page, it just assumes that you know everything that was on that page before. Okay, so here's another thing you can do too, just so you know. If for instance I say this word right here, soberano.
Soberano.
Soberano means sovereign, right? Say I say it that I know it, and then I realize afterwards, oh my, I don't know that word. I go back to it and encounter it again. I say, I don't know that word. I can click on it again, okay, and I can actually move it back to unknown again. So bear with me a second here. My computer's just acting really slow. Okay, so I can click on it, click on the down arrow, and say that it's a word, it's a new word that I've never encountered, and I don't know it, and I haven't learnt it yet. So I can click on it, it turns yellow. So that's basically it. That's all I want to show you guys today. I've been studying quite hard. I'm really looking forward to my 30 days. So when I get to talk to one of my tutors in Spanish, which a little nervous about, but I think I have a basic grasp of small conversation, nothing too extravagant. And I am going to Barcelona in July, so I'm hoping to have be able to order something in the restaurant. So wish me luck. That's all I wanted to tell you today, and look out, and hopefully I'll be here tomorrow. Look out for the lesson for tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye bye.